Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Puck and Around podcast episode. I'm not sure what number it is now. I think it's like 4 or 5. But I'm here with Zach, and we're going to be discussing some things that occurred today, or maybe if you're watching this on a different day, occurred on February 22nd, 2026. What we'll be touching base on is the Olympics, or the end of the Olympics that happened today with Canada and what followed with the US. And also we'll be touching base on the coaching. Just I think me and Zach have a different stance on where we stand with Paul Coffey being back on the team. And also some trade deadline rumors, not just Oiler related, but also related to other teams as well. So Zach, I think you told me that you had a few things to say about the game. So
Well,
how did you feel
yeah,
about Canada and US today?
Canada outplayed the U.S. It wasn't like the expected goals were like double, like they were double the States. Hellebuck decided to we're winning the gold medal, and there's nothing else that's gonna happen. So
Yeah, to be honest, I missed the first like half an hour of the game.
I
Well,
mean,
first period of the game, sorry. I
yeah,
had to.
waking
Yeah,
up for 6 a.m. is not easy. So
yeah, 6 a.m. I went to sleep at 2 o'clock. My brother tried waking me up at 6, and then my
okay,
wife woke me up and she told me, "Hey,
I had
come downstairs. The game is on, right?"
I had to take
And
melatonin, so I'm good.
yeah, nice. So I came downstairs and started watching the game. I took power naps between like commercial breaks and everything. But the first period, you could tell USA actually, Canada did look shocked in that first period after
Not
Binnington allowed that
shocked,
first goal. Not shocked, maybe
not
just
shocked. They just didn't
taken by
play as well
surprise.
as they didn't lock in yet. So
Yeah, but that second period and third period was all Canada, I think, right? Canada and Hellebuck, and
it was just Hellebuck
unfortunately,
and the last.
yeah, that save on Taves he made in the third period was
That was a ridiculous
phenomenal.
save.
That
Canada
was
also
insane.
missed like 3 empty nets, so
Yeah, McKinnon. How did McKinnon miss? I have no idea how McKinnon
I
missed that.
wanna
That
I wanna I
was
wanna
a
see the
dagger.
McKinnon injury after. If he
Yeah,
has to miss time, I wanna see what injury because it had to be like his like he wasn't that like dominant off
dynamic.
the rush. Yeah,
Yeah,
that I don't really see
usually
when I
he
watch
is.
the other games. Yeah.
Usually after rush, he's really good, and I think we have
I hope he
reason to believe
doesn't
that
miss empty
McDavid's
nets.
injured too. Yeah,
Ooh,
I think McDavid's injured too.
I don't think the injury is that bad for McDavid, to be fair.
It isn't. It
I
was
don't
something
think
to
it,
do with his thumb, right?
well he has fingers like taped together, but I don't think it's
Yeah.
that bad.
Well, honestly, I
Well,
hope it's not that bad because
Dry was icing his hands during his games, but I think that's like a minor thing. So,
I think Leon got that injury before the tournament too. I remember
but
it was a
I
game or
think
two
when he
before.
got to the tournament, it was very minor because if it was anything more serious, he would have taped his fingers together, but he didn't tape them
Most
together.
likely, yeah, most likely. No, I feel like in overtime, the way Canada played it and the way John Cooper set that starting lineup was really, really odd.
Well, I
And then
think they played two individual ways.
I
They
have
played
something to
way.
say about the overtime too. But
I think the
first of
overtime
all,
is done. By the way, it shouldn't. It
yeah,
should be
what?
5-on-5.
Why was it 3-on-3? Where did
I
that
mean,
even
it
come
used to
from?
be. I'm pretty sure before it used to be 3-on-3, then shootout. At least it didn't go to a shootout this time.
Yeah, but at
I think it
least
should be 5-on-5.
maybe or just make it 4-on-4. If you don't want to go back to 5-on-5 like how they do
But
in the playoffs, go
but
4-on-4.
but the problem is that it's on the last day, and they need to have enough time to get to the. I know why they did it, because if they did
That's just
five on
dumb.
five, because it's you can't have on the same day as the closing ceremony. Then you have to have on the day before.
That's true. Well, I mean,
That's the
that
reason why.
sucks. That sucks.
But are the
Honestly,
players going to go back in 2030 though, or not?
which
No,
players do you think are gonna go back?
are the actual players going to be going back in 2030 or not?
What do you mean 2030?
Are they going back to the Olympics in 2030? Because that's when the next Winter Olympics is in 2030.
Well, we know some players that'll be going back, but I
But
know
like,
some players from the roster that shouldn't be.
no, I meant like, will the actual players be allowed to go back? That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I think so. I mean, it was a pretty big success this time, wasn't it? At least I think it
But
was.
the thing is, the owners don't want this, right?
Yeah,
The owners hate this. They hate it.
because the injury thing and everything, all that stuff.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be in the it's gonna be in the next it's gonna be a thing like in the next players association thing. It's gonna be a thing where the players are allowed to go to the Olympics, 100%.
honestly, yeah, I
And
think the
I don't
players
think the
enjoy
players
it.
will budge off that. I don't think they will. I
Yeah,
don't think the
I
players will
agree.
budge.
I think the players enjoyed it, and to be honest, like yeah, injuries. I mean, but to be honest, that is something that's out there because who got
Well,
injured?
Fiala got
Who got
injured. That
injured for
injury
the
was
year?
bad.
Fiala.
Yeah,
There we go,
Fiala.
Kevin Fiala. Now, now LA
But
needs to trade more assets to get like a really good
I
player
mean,
now.
they don't have assets though. Their assets are like Carter George and picks. We have
Well,
better
that's a good
assets than
player.
they do. I think we have better prospects than
Uh,
they do right now.
well, actually, yeah, well, actually,
They
they didn't
traded
give
Green
up
Tree
that
away.
much. Hmm. And that was their best prospect, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he
What was
wasn't
it,
even that
Carter?
good of a prospect. So
I don't know when I hear Carter George, I think about a basketball player. Paul George. I don't know, something with the name.
he was the
But
World Junior
no,
Team Canada goalie. So
yeah.
he,
He like
he's
LA
whatever.
does draft good. I'll give him that. I don't know. I just had to point that
But
out.
all of LA's prospects are like NHLers now. Like they
Yeah,
have
pretty much.
who was that, Clark? If they trade
Grant Clark.
Clark, they should sell the franchise. Or if they trade
Yeah.
Byfield, they should also just sell the franchise.
Yeah, and they're not gonna trade Byfield. Byfield is someone I really like, honestly.
I was
But
not a fan of Byfield in the draft. I like Stutzel better, just
Sousa?
because. Yeah, he was in the same draft.
Yeah, I remember Byfield. I remember some people had him pegged going first too, but I had him as a second overall.
I had him
I
as
wanted,
third. I like Stutzel better.
to be
I
honest,
like
Byfield was going to take some time because first of all, having a player
yeah,
that big, it's going to take time. Leon
true.
looked like a
Tage Thompson as well.
twerp in his first year. Yeah, Tage Thompson.
Tage
Leon
Thompson's
looked
like
like
the
a
perfect
twerp in
example.
his first year.
Yeah,
Tage Thompson is a really good example. Yeah,
yeah.
but okay, so I just had to say this about over now. Like it just sucked that it was 3-on-3. I mean, the way they
I mean,
finished off, oh god, and all that stuff that came out about USA after with their FBI director. I'm not even gonna get into that because
bro, that's just
I
I don't
just
think hockey and politics.
yeah.
It's gonna be
You know what?
ridiculous in the next couple of days
I'm not
with the
gonna get into
politics thing.
politics
Yeah, yeah.
about this, but oh yeah, it was very cool how Trump invited him into the White House. Oh yeah, awesome. You know what? Never mind. I'm not even gonna talk about that. Let's just stick to, stick to sports, stick to hockey. But
Yeah,
in terms of the tournament, right? Like overall, what did you think of it?
it was pretty
Like
good.
it was
There
pretty good.
was the playoffs were crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of good games.
Yeah, I agree. To be honest, I'll be honest. Like, for me, the NHL playoffs has also it's been much higher than the Olympics.
Well, I
Because I
think
mean,
because of
but
the
the Olympics
overtime
also
rule.
happen. Yeah, but the Olympics also happen every 4 years, right?
I
So
mean, it's
it's a really big thing.
it's also
But
just
I've been like, an Oilers fan through and through, so I always find the playoffs more entertaining. Although that game, like all the games that Canada played, they kept it close every single time. Like when the closer games came against Finland and Czechia. But today's game was really, really spectacular. Just the way it ended was not what I was expecting. And I think I think John Cooper could have set that lineup a bit better. Like, do you agree with me or
mm,
disagree? I don't think McKinnon and
no.
McDavid should have been together because those two
Yeah,
puck carriers. Celebrini should have been with
but
McDavid.
like
McKinnon should have been
McKinnon
with
isn't
like.
carrying the puck though. That's the whole thing. McKinnon's not carrying the puck at all.
You
He
don't think
struggled to
so?
do it.
Like
No,
he's a good puck. Well, he's such a good puck carrier
normally
though.
when he's healthy
Yeah.
though.
Oh yeah.
I
Well,
also feel bad for Morrissey because Morrissy came
mm,
healthy in 4 days in the Olympics and played like 2 games total and got injured for the rest of this. Like if we have
yeah,
Morrissey, that completely changes how because then we
changes
can go
everything.
Makar, Harley, and Morrissey as the 3 puck movers, right? So
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. Then you have more than enough, right? And okay, so let's talk about roster choices that were made for Canada before this tournament.
okay,
Now,
let's go
I'm
for
gonna
the
say one
forwards
thing.
first. Let's go for the forwards first.
Sure,
I
but I
want to do
just
the
have to
forward.
point one. I want to point one thing out because Colton Parayko, I'm a really big fan of the player, and I know a lot of people don't like him.
I just don't
Right
think
now, at
he
least they don't.
fits. I don't think he fits in these type of tournaments because you need guys that like
Yeah,
are 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 good are like good at defending their blue line and are good skaters, right?
but
And
I think he
and have a
fits
good
the
first
Oilers
pass.
quite well, don't you? Right?
If he's playing with
He
Wallman,
fits the
yeah. He's playing with Wallman, yeah.
exactly.
Playing with Nurse,
So,
that's like
I'd put him
break.
with Wallman.
I'd put him with Wallman too, but
Yeah,
there's
but Nurse
coaching
with
staff for
Emerson,
something.
right?
So
But Parayko's value is down now, so maybe there's a chance we get him. No, I doubt it.
right,
That's
go
like
for
a
Nurse.
pipe dream.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Trade Nurse. Maybe there's a chance that Nurse moves on. Maybe there's a chance that Nurse
We're
actually
gonna
waves.
yeah. We're
But
gonna go for the
we'll get into.
forwards.
Yeah, sure. You start with that.
I think the bad decisions were like Marchand Any of the Florida
Panthers.
guys,
All the Florida guys.
Who's the third Florida guy? Who was it?
It was Marchand Reinhardt.
Reinhardt.
Matthew Tkachuk was on USA.
Sorry, it's Marchand Bennett Reinhardt. After they should have bought like Bedard, Wyatt Johnson,
and Hyman.
No, I think
Wyatt Johnson for sure. Yes.
And Bedard. The problem with Bedard after his injury, he struggled to shoot the puck after a shoulder injury.
So I wouldn't have probably risked it if I was him or if I was like Chicago's owner or their GM, right?
But also a big thing about this tournament is the management really put emphasis into players that went to the World Championships, and Bedard ignored the invite. Not ignored it, but like he denied the invite, right?
Yeah, he did.
So if not going Bedard, then I would just brought Scheifele and play him on the wing. Don't play Scheifele at center. He can't play a lick of defense. Cannot play a lick of defense.
Yeah, that I don't know why. I keep thinking in his draft year that he was a good defensive player.
I mean, he hasn't been a good defensive player for years. It's like his whole thing. This guy can score better than anyone else, but he can't play a shred of defense. So.
Because I had this thing in my head where I was like, okay, Winnipeg only drafts players if they're good offensively and defensively. Because when they had Blake Wheeler, he was a good two-way winger too.
Because their systems, though, because their system kind of makes up for him being bad defensively.
Yeah, that's true.
And Hellebuck
although
too.
we always wrecked their system, and Hellebuck we always wrecked, but Hellebuck was on a level. All right, forwards wise, I'll get into me. Like Wyatt Johnson, yes. Him versatile all over the ice. He can play any wing. He can play center. He can penalty kill too.
Center. Yeah, he plays.
Yeah, and he's small, sure, but he can penalty kill. He would have been a good choice. Of course, I'm going to say
Bedard might have got destroyed this tournament. I'm not going to lie to you. I think the ice. I think it's because the size is smaller than the NHL rink. So like.
Yeah,
I think.
Actually, you know what? Maybe that's why I think it makes sense. It makes sense not to bring Hyman. Bedard and Wyatt Johnson would have excelled, I think.
I think Bedard, yes, but you have to like use him on the wing with like a bigger center.
Yeah, and one player that really didn't really fit into the lineup, and it wasn't his fault, was Nick Suzuki. That's because he's never played wing before.
Yes, because he's not a good winner. When he plays center, he's very he played center today, and he was good in this game.
Today he was very noticeable. And like I remember
when he plays center, he's noticeable. When he plays the wing, he can't play wing because he's not.
He's not a winger. He's not a winger. My cousin told me, right? He said, Suzuki sucked this tournament. He hasn't done anything good at all. And I was like, that's surprising. And then I guess I didn't really look into it. And then I was watching the game today. I'm like, what do you mean he didn't play good? Like I thought he was pretty decent today, right?
It's because his positioning is he's so used to playing center, so he positions in the spot that centers normally are, right? Yeah. And he has to adjust. And normally, I think the winners that you have to bring are like guys that can actually produce offensively, right?
Yeah, on the wing, and it would have made sense to bring Bedard and Wyatt Johnson, but yeah, forwards wise, that was
Jarvis, Hagel were fine, right?
And I thought Jarvis was okay, but
Jarvis, Hagel were fine. Jarvis, like the guys on the fourth line, not getting that many minutes, and they're kind of there just to play PK. So
Yeah, I guess Jarvis. I remember him from his draft year. I never thought he was going to be good defensively, but certainly a pretty good defensive player too. I'll give him that. So moving on to the defense. Oh
God.
Makar, Taves, very good. Parayko and
they
Sanheim,
they brought three defensemen that are the same type, and Parayko, Doughty, Sanheim. They needed to replace those three guys with puck movers. No, they replace two of them with puck movers and keep one of them. Like keep Doughty for the veteran presence, right? Or Parayko for the vet guy, and bring in
Schaefer and Bouchard.
Or I would go Chychrun and Bouchard because I just like.
Chychrun. Schaefer, I understand. He's 18 years old. They already had Celebrini, who's 19.
Yeah, Schaefer's production. Schaefer's has kind of dipped off a bit, and Chychrun has been good for the last 2 years. So
yeah, Chychrun's been really good.
He's gonna get 30 goals again.
Almost got him. Yeah,
He
that's
should get 3 goals
crazy.
against.
I remember he was always applauded for his shot. I never thought he could turn into such a good offensive player, but he's like really hitting it. Like for the last 2 years, he's found his groove. I remember he was in his excuse me, in his draft. He was like was gonna be maybe like top three and whatnot. And now you can see why. But yeah,
That's
I
good.
think if Canada did have those defenders, they would have been fine. Goaltending, I thought Bennington was okay. Like
But the
he
problem with
wasn't
Bennington,
terrible.
he still allows the weak goals though, right? That's the problem. He
Yeah,
still when he allows goals, they're weak goals. I'm still Thompson. Like I don't know why you're just not starting Thompson when he did that in the
John
sixth
Cooper
game.
put his faith into the lineup he had at Four Nations, and it
Yep.
didn't work. USA decided to change their lineup a bit, and every defenseman
Well,
they had,
a lot of the U.S. changed lineup in their defense because their defense was injured last time. So
yeah,
yeah,
and all of their defensemen, they're all number one defensemen. Quinn Hughes, Zach Werenski, Charlie McAvoy. Like I can go on. Like oh my God, they had so many offensive defense. Like so many. Sorry, I'm young, but also at the same time number one
not
defenseman. And
is they're not young. I don't think Quinn Hughes. I think Quinn
well,
Hughes is almost
McAvoy.
30. You think Quinn
Oh,
Hughes almost 30?
Quinn Hughes always looks like he's like 23 years old to me. Thank God.
I mean,
Werenski too, I guess.
he's 26, but I
26,
mean,
yeah.
Hughes literally said he's seeing ghosts in the beginning of the tournament. So
Yeah. All right.
But
Well,
I think
all in all, a good tournament, but
I think this Canada team will be a lot better because the U.S. next generation of players is not as good as Canada's because Canada have like ridiculous young players coming up. They have like
Verhoff.
McKenna, Verhoff. They have
Verhoff,
DuPont. They have Sabrina's going to
yeah.
be more. Then you're gonna have Bedard coming up, and then you're gonna have Johnson and Bouchard and a
Do you
bunch
have
of other guys.
who's Sean Horkoff's son again? I always think he's
Will
gonna be.
Horkoff?
Yes, I think he's gonna be a great player. Honestly.
I don't know. I've not watched him or seen anything about him at all. So
Yeah, I think he's a pretty. At least he will be a pretty decent player, and that's one player. If I had a chance, as like I know Sean Horkoff. People weren't. He's Canadian and American. I'm pretty sure he's got 34 points in 32 games. He got drafted by Pittsburgh.
I
Which is
mean,
unfortunate.
if
Is this
Edmonton
the
have
same
Crosby
person?
in this game, does it change a lot? I would say yes.
I don't know
I would
actually.
think if Crosby was healthy, I would think it would change a lot because then you don't have to play
Maybe.
Bennett as a center, or you don't have to play Bennett at all.
Yeah. There we go. That's the other one. Bennett. What a waste. Marchand, Bennett, and Reinhardt. What a waste of like space.
Hey,
In terms of
Reinhardt
in the
did score a
Olympics.
goal though. To be fair, he did score a goal, but
One goal. Yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I just don't like any Florida players.
I
But
mean, yeah.
Marchand really, Marchand's having a good year, but it's not like he's done much. And Bennett was just, I'm not sure what he did, I guess. But anyway, all in all, like a disappointing result in the tournament. But it was good to see the Olympics again, right? So
Yep.
hopefully the next time this like they happen again, Canada actually wins
This
some
be World Cup
gold medal.
hockey in 28. I think there's an All-Star game next year. Dude, that's gonna be like
God.
the most. That's
Waste.
gonna be no, but the schedule's actually be nice and chill next year instead of this year.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, man.
But
I don't really listen to watch the All-Star break
All-Star
anymore.
game.
That's boring. Yeah, All-Star
I'll
game.
I'll watch the skills comp, but I won't actually watch the game.
I used to when I was younger, but not anymore. So.
But the game, the players don't try. They don't try.
Exactly. That's why it's just getting boring.
There's no hitting. The players are barely skating. So
yeah, I mean nowadays you can see moves like that on YouTube, right? So I don't really need to. Don't, at least I don't really need to look into that. But anyway, well, let's move on from the tournament and on to what the next 11 days that are going to hold. At least we hope what they're going to hold.
It's gonna be Armageddon it's gonna be Armageddon for the next 11 days.
Zach, are you sure? Because I keep getting excited about this, and then I remember
it's gonna be no team has made trade deadline moves yet, and we just come off like 2 or 3 weeks of the GMs talking to each other all the time. Because all the GMs were in Italy, basically, or at least most of them. I don't think
Stan Bowman was a part of the stuff.
I mean,
yeah.
But then after all the GMs now are gonna have to go to are going back, right? So and then have it open for business. So.
Doesn't the roster freeze open up at like
It's open
9?
right now.
It's already open.
Yeah, it's already open.
I thought it was at 9. I thought it was at 9:55.
Am I
Or
wrong?
did I get that time? Did I get that time wrong?
You might. I don't know who's right. I need to look at it.
I need to take a look at that too. I might.
We're
I
having
might be wrong.
technical difficulties on the podcast.
No, I think it's on till 9:55 because it said 11:55 or 11:59 Eastern time. So it might be for another two hours. It might be for another like what 30 minutes or 40 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's for another 30 minutes. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but okay, so Kaplanen's injured. I'm not really sure where that
for
came
2
from.
games.
Yeah, or maybe
I don't know how he got injured. Did he get injured during practice? Did he get injured like? Did he have the Jack Hughes situation where he got cut in his hand while he was having dinner, or like?
I don't know, man. He's having a good season, but he just like keeps getting injured.
I will never trust Jack Hughes because he can never stay healthy.
Him, yeah. So
the guy went to dinner and got injured for like 2 months. So.
How do you get injured from going to dinner? Or like,
I mean, Jack Hughes is like a top 10 player in the league when he's healthy.
Yeah, when he's healthy, exactly. But okay, so in terms of rumors and everything, right? You're saying it's gonna be crazy. At least I hope it is for the Oilers' sake because of the help they need.
Well, it's gonna be crazy because normally before this point, we have some teams making some trades. We have teams making basically no trades since the Hughes trade, basically, which was like in December.
That's true.
So
it's gonna
be crazy.
Yeah, so for the Oilers targets, like if you could just go a little bit into that. So like which positions do you think they're gonna be hunting for? Well, which positions do you think we're gonna be?
Top 4 guy. Defensively,
top 4 right-handed defenseman?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The options are very slim and a lot of bad players. Connor Murphy, bad player.
I guess we've had discussions about him. Yeah.
I want him to go for like a younger player, right? Not like a guy that's 35 years old that's on his last legs. Like,
is Murphy's 35?
Yeah,
is he 35 or? Is he 32 or 35? I'm not sure about age. I'm just saying because of veteran experience. That's all. But
I don't think we need the veteran experience though. I don't think we need that. He's 32.
Yeah, we already have Stastny back there. That's why I'm saying, like, do we really need another younger defenseman? But then we do have Nurse as well.
But I don't think I think it's better to go younger, right? Better to go younger and get that youth. Because I don't think the team needs any veteran leadership, right? I don't think that's. When you have McDavid and Draisaitl, you don't really need veteran leadership.
That's true. I still think if there's a chance we can move Nurse and get Gavrikov, although that's a pipe dream.
I'd rather get Yoshi and get Gavrikov, but.
I would too.
We're just naming defensemen to replace Nurse with it at this point.
Yeah,
but the thing is, Gavrikov can force his way here because he has a no trade. But Gavrikov was very picky. Gavrikov was very picky of where he wanted to go. So.
Didn't he want to? When we made that trade for Ekholm, didn't he want to come here? He was one of our targets, I believe, at that time, right? Yes, it was him. I know Ekholm was available. I forgot who else was. No, Ekholm was not available. I remember he became available last minute and whatnot, according to Brad. What Brad Holland said, or Ken Holland and Brad Holland said. But yeah, okay. So in terms of the defensive options out there,
I like Perbix, Barron, Schneider. There's Risto. There's Murphy. Whitecloud is available. I would like Whitecloud the best, but Calgary might not want to trade with us. So.
No, Uyghur's available, man. That's someone.
I mean, I don't think Uyghur will fucking waive his no move to come to the team's rival. So.
Well, doesn't he want to win a cup? I think he does.
I think Uyghur also said he just hates Edmonton in an interview, so I don't think he'll want to come anyway. So.
But does he want to win a cup?
Yeah, but Uyghur makes too much, and Whitecloud is cheap and also really good. So.
Is he top 4? I don't know if he's top 4.
He's been playing top 4 this whole year. And last year too.
There's another top 4 defenseman I know that's playing. He's not well known. I keep forgetting his name.
Who? From which team?
I keep forgetting. He's a younger player, but I don't know. Whatever.
Okay.
If it comes up, I'll say it. But I still think that
I like Perbix.
What we discussed before. Yeah,
like
Perbix is fine, right? But the other option that
all all the options for White Cloud are just you're gonna bet that the player is gonna do 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 the same or better in higher quality of minutes, or who get back to his previous form because with Perbix, he's been bad this year, but last year he was good but in a sheltered role. With Barron, he hasn't played in a higher role, but he's been excelling in a lower role, right? Like, can Barron do more in a more higher role? Yeah.
But
Because I don't
that's the
think
thing,
Ottawa
though.
is selling. If I was selling, I would go Zoom or Spence, but I think they're trying to get another right shot defenseman, so
But the thing
like
is,
Jensen.
I heard that they may try to go for Mackenzie Weegar, right?
I've
So
heard
if
that
they
too.
do, wouldn't they need to move Zub then to replace him?
Spence.
Or
Because they're
Spence? Yeah,
replacing
there you go.
Jensen.
Okay, yeah.
I would take
So
Spence. I don't care if he's
I would
small.
take Spence too. He already is top four in my eyes. We've seen him play so many
I
times when
mean,
he was in LA.
he's utterly dominating his minutes in his bottom pairing.
Yeah, and he's
Pairing.
pretty damn good there. Like, to be honest, if you think about it, okay, so let's say they do go for Uyghur, right? Then they have Spence, Uyghur, and they have Zub there.
No,
And you were saying Jansen?
on the right they'll have Zub, Uyghur, and Jensen. I think they'll just not play Spence, or they might trade Spence.
Then trade him. Then he's just. I would take him. I mean, the reason why I don't want to go for a defenseman who's young and like the reason why is because we already have Stastny, right?
Well, I meant guys that are like not rookies, but guys that have been in the league for a long time. I just don't want like a 34-year-old.
Yeah, no, same. I don't want another old defenseman either. And Jordan Spence is a good defenseman. Like he's played in the playoffs. How many? Yeah, he's played in. I'm not sure why he doesn't play higher up in Ottawa's lineup though.
Well, it's because all the coaches think he's small. I can't handle the minutes.
He's been good this year. He has 19 points in 48 games. Why would you not play him?
Yeah.
Last year for LA,
he's
he had
too small,
28
man.
points.
Man, he's 5'9". He's too small. He's
like, 5'11". No, he's 5'11", 188 pounds. I was just checking him up on hockey.
I mean, like we went to Cup final with Troy Stetzer.
Yeah.
We went to Cup final with Troy Stetzer, who was like small or smaller than him. So like.
Yeah. And Paul Coffey was able to work with him, right? So what makes us think that he won't work with Jordan Spence, who's a puck moving defenseman, has creativity?
The Oilers system needs puck moving guys. So.
Yeah, but possession game, right? And Jordan Spence is exactly that. So, I mean, that is someone I'd go for. Or if they want to keep him, then give us Zub.
I mean, there's also a guy from Chicago, Lucas Cavier.
Oh yeah. That's who I was talking about. Crevier. That's who I was thinking of.
Yeah, he has a harder shot than Bouchard.
Jesus.
I sent you his.
I remember you sent it. Yeah.
He's a very good skater, but he's been bad this year. But he's playing like ridiculously hard minutes. He plays more time against elite than Bouchard does.
Okay, so I have this is a question for you. Jason Greger tweeted this at 7:55. He said, Kapanen won't be ready to play at least the first two games out of the break, according to Nobla, and Oilers can recall Savoy on Wednesday and activate Henrique off LTIR. They'll have 12 healthy forwards versus Anaheim. So will they make another move to get Szymanski? Why haven't they called him up?
Wave Janmark. There's Wave Janmark and bring up Szymanski.
Sorry?
Wave Janmark and bring up Szymanski.
We only have 12 healthy forwards right now. Wouldn't we need to bring up, like, why we only have 12 healthy forwards at the moment?
Is this considering McDavid and Draisaitl will be healthy and play the next game?
Yeah.
The problem is if they don't play, then we're down to 9-4. We're down to 10-4. That's not. I think Draisaitl will play because he's had like a week off.
Yeah, I think McDavid, if he takes, well, honestly, this road trip is actually pretty big.
Oh, I don't know how much. I think McDavid's looking like when he goes back to with Nobla, like, can he get some rest? I think he'll play one of the first two games because they're back to back. I don't think he'll play both. I think he'll play one of them. Maybe the game was
I'd say play him against LA.
I play him against LA.
Actually, Anaheim's way harder.
I would rather play him against LA. An extra rest
With
for time.
against Seneke? Oh god. But hey, we'll see about that. Like in terms of okay, so those are options that they have on defense. We're not gonna have like a right-handed defense. So the only one available that's really high up is Uyghur, but I mean, there's no chance he comes to Edmonton unless we manage to trade away Nurse and.
I
Okay, what
think
I
we
know,
should.
what
I think we should call up Regala for the next game because
Regula?
Regala's still on the cap. Because Regala's cap is still because he can get waived. He got conditioning stinted. So
Yeah,
I would have. Well, I would do for the. Actually, can we go through? Do you want to go through the forwards first and then we do line stuff, or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the forwards. It's for the forwards because like I would rather just go for a top 6 forward because then you can just play Nuge or Szymanski at 3C and fine. But who's available for top 6?
I'd go for like you mean like trade for a top 6 forward or?
Yeah, I would trade for a top 6 forward as well as the defense.
I would trade for a winger who can play top 6 but can also play at bottom 6 like we were talking about Luke Evangelista. Like he's top 6, but
I mean Evangelista would be insane. He is so good. Analytical darling. He's the analytical darling.
Yeah. Well, Nashville will probably trade him, I think, right?
Nashville apparently is trying to trade everyone.
Good.
Try and move everyone. Everyone's on the block, so.
They can give
Wouldn't
us
mind a Ryan O'Reilly matter in the price, right? The price for O'Reilly is like not too much, then yeah, fine. But I feel like the price is going to be if it's a first and a good prospect, then yeah. But if it's a first and a good prospect, I'm not doing that. If it's like a second and a good prospect, or a first and like a bad prospect, then yeah.
Hey, I don't know. Why do they want to trade Evangelista? He's just having this breakout year, 42 points in 56 games.
Well,
sign me up.
They're trying to trade everyone. Just everyone.
All right,
they're completely blow it up.
For him, what would you trade? Because I know our first round pick.
I would trade Howard in first and a second.
For him?
Yep.
Alone?
Yep. He has he has another deal. He has another year left on his deal.
That's too much from my end. At least I think it would be.
Yeah.
If they add in Perbix, then sure.
He's $3 million for this year, next year, and after he's still an RFA. So the question is, will he be better than Howard? Yes. Will he be better than Savoy on the same level?
He already is.
Okay, but like I meant like, will he in the next 2 years? Will he be better than Howard? 100%. I don't think Howard can get to his level.
I don't want to trade Howard, but I remember we talked about Hudson and how.
So that's what I mean. I mean, like I do for the right player, right? I think Evangelista is the right player. So.
Oh yeah, of course. What I haven't seen much of him. I'll be honest, but stats wise, he improved every year. Okay, I wouldn't trade Howard or any of our top 6 wingers or prospects. Right? I like Boaki. I'm a really big fan of his. I guess I'd be willing to move him and a second round pick and our first. Okay, no, that's too much. Second, third, and maybe like
a top 6 playmaker that can play drive with the best of them. And can do everything you want in a forward. Play defense, get zone entries.
But isn't that putting too much? We already know he's going to produce. Let's say if Oilers get him, right? And but then we're throwing all of our assets away on one player. Now, if we throw all of that into Evangelista, right? Then what do we have left to acquire a top 4 defenseman?
Yeah, and that's what the price is, right? Because I don't know how much do they value him, because they didn't resign him as RFA for like a while, and they only gave him 3.
Why didn't they? I think they made a mistake.
And they only bridged him. They also bridged him.
That sounds like a Ken Holland move, to be honest. I mean, he had 16 goals.
Barry Trotz was their GM, so I wasn't.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, so do you think Evangelista is someone that the Oilers are looking at?
I don't know. I would assume that they're looking at every single person on every single team that could be willing to trade them.
All right, so I don't want to go deep into anything, but like, like based off like what you heard, like do you think that is Nashville a team that we've talked to or spoke or are talking to?
I would assume so. I
I
think
think so
so.
too. I think so too.
Maybe
Maybe
I
they
was
can,
talking to the Rangers about Cuylle as well, which I would like to. It's not
yeah.
bad.
Cuylle and Schneider. You know I want Schneider. Yeah,
I don't want
Braden Schneider.
Schneider. I
Dude,
don't want
okay,
Schneider.
okay. Wait.
True. Cypher is
We're
all
gonna get in.
potential.
Okay, we're gonna get into this. Hang on. Okay, Schneider is playing higher up in the lineup with the
But
Rangers on a
he's been
pretty
doing
bad
that
team,
for the
right?
last 3 years, and he's been bad for the
Yeah,
last three
exactly.
years.
So he has experience of playing with crap, right? I mean, you put him with Wallman, that's a pretty good, decent defenseman you're
I,
putting him with,
I,
and
I just think players like that in those roles have showed something. Like, not been absolutely terrible, like almost replacement level of those
but
roles.
it's not like he's been bad. It's not like he's been terrific though,
He's been
right?
terrible.
Oh, well, I haven't heard anything negative about him, but
I don't
okay,
know.
let's say
Rangers fan all want to trade him. So if you read much into that, then we probably shouldn't trade for him.
I would trade for him because I think
It
that.
matters the price, right? If you're paying anyone in the third, I'm not paying it more than a third for Brandon
All right,
Schneider.
let's say it's a second rounder,
Third.
third rounder.
I don't like
Uh, okay, Bo Wakey and a second rounder for
Schneider and
Will
Cuylle.
Cooley and for Schneider.
That's such a robbery. I think Cuylle would at least get a first.
I think so too.
I
Okay,
think
Bo
Cuylle.
Wakey a second. Bo
I,
Wakey a second and a first for Will Cooley and Braden Schneider
it's not
and a
terrible.
fifth rounder. I would do that. Like that's what I hope we're gonna go for because I like Will Cooley.
I don't see Edmonton getting this older player, right? I don't see Edmonton getting
He's
this
not
like
old.
older. Sorry, I'm saying this in general. My bad. I
Okay.
don't see Edmonton getting this like this like these older veteran type expiring guys like Jenner and Cuylle. I don't think.
I don't see no Jenner and Cuylle aren't getting traded anymore.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah,
Columbus is right in it. Elliot
I
Friedman
meant for
said,
example.
"Oh, for
I
example,
don't
yeah,
see
yeah.
Edmonton getting these type of players. I don't feel like they're like. Don't feel like Edmonton is gonna go that way. I don't feel like they also should go that way because I don't feel like that's the best for this year, next year, the year after.
But Will Cooley's played playoffs. I mean, he's 24 years old. He's played 3 seasons.
Did he have how many goals did he have last year?
20. He had 45
20 goals
points
last year.
Yep.
I mean,
he's got
also,
hands. He's got
but
skill.
also there's the Rangers ruin every player's development. Like you see how well Keandre Miller has done in in Carolina.
Carolina, yeah. That was such a. I don't know. I wanted the Oilers to get Keandre Miller so bad. I was like, that's the guy. That's the guy you need, and they didn't. But make a move for him. But I think that Will Cooley and Schneider could fit in the Oilers system. Will Cooley for sure because he can play second line. He can play first line. He can play third line, and he's a bruiser. He hits. He can fight, and he can score. He's proven by his stats. And players like that can play with McDavid. Players like that can play with Leon. Players like that can play on the
He just
third line.
needs to be good away from the puck.
Yeah.
He just needs to be non-puck dominant, and it's fine.
Yeah, but another thing is if we have puck possession defensemen, right? Like puck movers.
Okay, I'm saying he's good. He's good away from the puck. Like he's good like when the puck is not on his stick. Like reading off his guy's place.
Well, the thing is, if he's with Leon and he's with McDavid, I mean, it's not like he has to handle the puck that much, like at all.
Well,
to be honest, if you think about it.
Puck dominant players don't work with them. Rostovich, for example, does not work with them because
he doesn't
very
use
puck
puck
dominant.
carrier.
Yeah, he's very puck dominant. So I think they were also talking to Chicago. For forwards,
didn't give us Frank Nazar.
For forwards. Oh, okay.
Honestly, what do they have in forwards? Tyler Bertuzzi. For
forwards, I like no. I like Burakovsky. I like
Burakovsky.
Yeah.
He's small, is he?
Yeah, I don't know his size.
I think he's 5'11". Oh man, now you got me dreaming of Evanglista. Kid's pretty good for a hockey player, man. Wow.
Yep.
The thing is, Burakovsky's an older veteran too. Do we really need veterans?
He's 31.
Yeah.
Maybe
he's 6'3". Okay, never mind. I take that back. He's not that. He's not that small.
and then we have Jason Dickinson, who is like elite defensively. He plays in like the hardest matchups in the league, and just he has very little. It's like Adam Henrique, but better Adam Henrique, basically.
Yeah.
A bit
You
better
know-
offense, but way better defense, right?
You know what I hope doesn't happen? Bowman, like, at the press conference on trade deadline says, "Oh, well, I brought you a third line center. Adam
No,
Henry came back from."
that's
Oh
not good.
God,
No,
we heard that crap from
what I don't want
Holland.
happened is him not listening to his analytical department. You know what happened last time that happened? Frederick
What?
got an 8-year deal from Edmonton. That's the last time that he didn't listen to
Oh.
analytical department.
Hey, this is one thing I heard. This is like back when Ken Holland was GM. I heard like I remember after Ken Holland got let go, Brad Holland came on. I think it was Bob Stopper's show. I'm not sure which show it was. He said like they were trying to have Ken trade for Jacob Chikrin. He wouldn't budge. He didn't want to make the move for him, right? And then they waited, and then became available, and also Aaron Ekblad came available. He decided to go for Ekholm. So now this is a
I think
question
that
I'm
was a
gonna
better
ask.
decision than
Really?
Ekblad.
I love Ekholm, but
No,
Ekblad's a
I
right-handed.
said
Oh, you said
it was
Ekblad?
it was the better decision to go for Ekholm than Ekblad. I think Ekholm is a better
Really?
player. Yeah.
Yeah, Ekholm probably. But what the reason why I'm saying is because Ekblad's right-handed too.
I mean,
And that's
wait,
what we've been
at
looking for.
that point we were looking for a lefty or a righty, so it didn't really matter.
It didn't really matter because we had Nurse, and then we had Nurse and Barry, and then we had
Wallman was the
Bouchard and like.
problem. Wallman was the problem. What was the problem? Getting him when he's not a right shot because he didn't really fit. It's hard to have him fit.
I think he fits in
I think
Nurse.
they were
gets moved.
expecting they were expecting Kulak to play on the right more and be good at it, but he struggled at it. So
Yeah.
that's a lesson. Do not play left guys on the right if they're not elite level defensemen, right?
Yes.
Only
Don't ever do that.
only elite defensemen can actually play on the right if they're left guy.
Like Yossi.
Or Theodore too. Theodore does it all the time in Vegas. Yeah.
Shea Theodore, yeah, he always does it. Oh God. Okay, well there could be some options out there. Like you said, it will be crazy, right? But like one thing I heard, like not heard, but where do you think Blake Coleman ends up? Because I've heard stuff that
Tampa.
he's probably gonna end up in Dallas. I think
he goes Tampa. I think he go back to Tampa.
I think he's going to. Okay, I'll make a bet with you on that. I think he's going to Dallas.
That's fair.
I think he's already in Dallas.
I think.
I'm just guessing here, man. No, I'm not guessing.
I think he goes to Tampa and they get Sam O'Reilly back.
Really?
Yep.
I think he goes. Well, I think he goes to Dallas. I think he goes to Dallas. And so okay, so we got that forwards out of the way. So if you had one like surprise player that the Oilers may pick up, who would it be? Like, let's say we've heard of, but because okay, I hate bringing up other
do you want me?
reporters or
Do you want me to take a shot in the dark, basically?
sure, you go first. Then I'll tell you what
okay.
I was thinking of. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to keep it somewhat realistic of teams that are probably gonna sell. I'm gonna take a complete shot in the dark.
Sure, go ahead.
I'm gonna go Noah Cates from the Flyers.
Really?
Or Bobby Brink. Yeah, I'm going Noah Cates. Actually, I'm going Bobby Brink from the Flyers. I'm going Bobby Brink.
Bobby Brink, I really like, but he's also small. Would he really fit the team?
You know what? Let me redo that. I'm gonna go. Oh yes. I know. I know. His name is He plays for the Devils.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know his name. Grinsick. I don't know how to spell his name. It's Gritzik? Arseny Gritzik. I don't know. That guy.
Grzelcyk?
He's like a rookie this year.
Oh, okay.
He's a rookie for I don't know. He's their guy that just came up from the KHL. Arseny Gritsyak? I don't know. I can't.
Gretzky? No, I'm just kidding.
Him. I was like, my shot in the dark is him or who's their 3C? I forgot. Cody Glass. Cody Glass. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll give you a shot in the dark that I've really liked, but at the same time, I'm not sure if they're gonna throw them out there, but they might. From New Jersey, It's a defenseman.
Oh,
I
I know
think you
you're gonna
might know
say.
who I'm going for. Simon Nemec.
Oh, you're a
Nemec. How do you say
Nemec.
his name?
Ooh, I do love
Nemec.
Nemec though. I thought
I
you were gonna
love
go
Nemec.
with.
Yeah.
I thought you'd go with Kovacevic.
Kovacevic. Yeah.
Yeah, he's also
Kovacevic.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's really great too. But no, I like Nemec because he's younger,
I
but he's
mean,
also a reason
but
why. Okay, here's another reason why. Um, he can play offense. He can play defense. He has 20 points this year. Not bad. Paul Coffey coaching. I think that's a pretty good defenseman, pretty good coach, right? Even though you don't like him, coaching a player like that. That's why I thought he'd be a good pickup. I don't know if New Jersey trades him. We know they're gonna trade Dougie Hamilton. That's another player. We can't put too much money into that though. Nemec would be good. Oh, you're muted, by the way. I think you're muted at the moment, Zach. Can't hear you. Ah, can't hear you yet. One second. Hang on. All right, say something now. Hang on. One sec. All right, say something now. Still not working.
hello.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
we're
we're back. We're back. I
we're
may
back
have accidentally muted myself. Okay.
now. That's fine. All right. Technical support was on the way
Okay.
and fix
Right.
that
Oh
up.
yeah.
Anyway, sorry. You were saying
The
about Nemec?
yeah, no, yeah. The problem with Nemec is I don't think they'll trade him, and they
Nemec?
have Seamus Casey that needs to come up, right? And their coach always calls out Kovacevic in the interviews. He just hates that guy. He just calls him out in the interviews all the time.
Right. That's actually interesting. Maybe he does like Nemec. I don't know. I would
And
want him on the Oilers.
I think they're gonna trade one of the defensemen because they have Casey and then they have Luke Hughes coming back.
Then they got to trade a defenseman, don't they?
Yeah. Yep, they
Yeah.
do.
So Nemec or Kovacevic? Kovacevic. Sorry, I always get his
I
name wrong.
think Nemec might be easier to get because he's
He might be
cheaper.
an Oiler. Yeah, he might be an Oiler.
Nemec.
He's already playing. I think he's playing number 5, number 4 minutes with them, and he's got perfect upside too. I mean,
He's a good upside guy, right?
second overall. Jesus, how is this kid
Wait,
was second overall?
was he in the was that the Cuylle draft?
I think it was the Cuylle draft. It wasn't the Cuylle draft. Wasn't this the one where Slavkovsky went first overall? It was in
I'm not
2022.
sure.
I think it might have been that one. Slavkovsky. Let's see. I think it was that year because I remember.
Oh yeah, this was the Cuylle
Yes, it
draft.
was.
Sorry.
Yes, this
The
is the
Cuylle.
Cuylle draft. Yeah.
Well, because I say
Um.
Cuylle draft because I thought Cuylle was the best player in this class. Like,
Oh, he was. Yeah, without a doubt,
yeah.
he was. But
And
although
Cuylle is looking
Slavkovsky is
like the
trying to
best
get
player in
cheaper
this
too.
class.
He is.
It's between
But
Cuylle and
Slavkovsky's
Slavkovsky. I would go Cuylle because he's a center and not a wing. That's like the
and
only
then
reason why.
Slavkovsky. I bet, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
I think
he's,
Montreal took him
he's
first
great.
overall because he's bigger, right? And it took
And
some
they
time
and
for
they
him
and
to
they
get.
didn't need Cuylle, so
Mhm. Yeah, they already have Suzuki and all that. All right, so that's my shot in the dark. It's Nemec. Kovacevic will be another decent one. And okay, so I don't like bringing reporters into like different podcasts and everything, but I listen to Bob Stopper's show Oilers Now quite a bit, as you probably know, Zach. On that, like he talks about like the Oilers bringing in a top four defenseman who it's like Ekholm type defenseman. You know, probably the same style. Obviously not the same amount of quality. I mean, Ekholm was like a top pair defenseman. But like when he talks about a top four defenseman who's kind of like plays like Ekholm, which player do you think of? Which player pops into your head right away? 'Cause that's who he brought up in I think it was before the Olympics that went down.
I
think
think
no,
I
the first
think
week
I
of the
think it was
Olympics.
supported. I think it was said by Pagoa, David
Pagnotta,
Pagoa as well. Like not, yeah.
David Pagnotta, yeah.
But I think he just takes what Stoffer says and says it more broadly.
Yeah, well, yeah, thanks. So. Adds a bit more salt. Well, not salt, just more spice to it. But
Yeah,
what player do you think he's talking about? What kind of player pops into your head when
I
you're
think
thinking of a player like that?
I think it's a player that is good at every part of the ice. Right, he's good at.
Not great, but good.
I mean, that's like okay. Ekholm is like elite at every part of
He's
playing
elite.
defense,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. Yeah. Well, no, I never said up to Ekholm's level. I didn't mean like
I
how
meant like
Ekholm's
I mean like
all overall
he's
defenseman,
like good at
all around
offense,
defense.
defense. He's good at zone entries, good at D zone retrievals, and good at defending off the rush.
Yeah.
Like
So an all around
from all the
defense.
targets we've looked at, like that are quote unquote realistic, that don't have us moving a nurse type contract.
Schneider.
Schneider doesn't. None of the players actually fit that mold. So going from Ekholm-esque is maybe they want to go for a more physical, better guy at getting D zone retrievals.
Maybe. And who's fast?
Don't-
Nemec. I don't know, man. I don't know much about.
I don't know what's gonna happen with the
I just wanted Nemec from the draft.
I have a
think he's
hard
good.
time seeing them saying we're gonna get perfects and be fine defensively. I just don't
Exactly.
see it.
I don't
think
see it
they're
either.
I think for the defender we're gonna get some random ass person that we didn't even know was available.
Yeah,
So I think
because
it's gonna happen.
when we were discussing defensemen, like before our podcast today, when you were talking about like Perbix and everything, I was like, okay, well, I looked him up on
Fine.
YouTube, looked at some of his history, and I was like, okay, well, he's a solid defenseman, right? He's not doing good in Nashville, but I mean, Nashville's not doing good
But
anywhere.
Edmonton need to get a right shot D because the coaching staff hates Regala because Nurse made the coaching staff think he sucks. he just gets nursed. He's just nursed and PDO'd.
Well, Barry made Nurse. Well, I don't know, man. I was always a Nurse fan. I always will be a Nurse fan, even though he's been terrible this year.
I
him
can't
before.
watch Nurse anymore. It just makes me die inside every time I watch him try to defend a rush.
That might have just been because Kapalkov, he wasn't coach. I mean, let's not deny it here.
That's so cope. Bro, that's so cope. It's so cope. It's so cope.
But let's not deny this though. They threw the reins to poor Mark Stewart and told him, "Hey,
they threw him into the wolves.
Penalty kill. Yeah,
they threw him into the fire. Let's run a full decor and him. Yeah,
run the full decor. Teach him how to defend. Teach him how to do this." And he was like, "Okay, sure," but I mean, he had no idea what he was doing.
I don't think you can teach Nurse anything at this point. I think he's just unteachable.
You can't teach him anything. He just has to play to his strengths. I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, he has no strengths." No, he has strengths. When he tries to become like a puck mover and an offensive defenseman, that's when he fails. Offense comes to him when he creates space, when he hits, when he's physical, when he doesn't try to be a superstar. That's what I hate. When he tries to do too much.
Yeah, when he tries to pass the puck to a player that's more than 10 feet in front of him, he'll never make the pass. He's a very good skater. Like he can move the puck when it's like when it's a good spot to do it for him. But if he tries to pass the puck like how the earlier Oilers system was, they're very defensive, like to pass, like do a lot of like passing the puck like up the ice, which doesn't fit his strengths, right?
Yeah, that's true. And the thing is, the reason why him and Barry worked a lot, like really well, was because Barry was right-handed and he could make a first good pass, right? And this is also another reason why I did want to keep John Klingberg, because he was. I know we didn't see him play that much, but in the playoffs last year, he was very good at passing the puck. Like
he was
that
good
Dallas
until
series,
the Florida series.
Until the Florida series, yeah. He was really. That's why I wanted to keep him, because him and Wallman played really well together. Or you could have put him with Nurse as well, and then, I mean, Nurse doesn't even have to make a first pass. He passes to Klingberg. He gets the job done. Puck's out of your zone. You don't even have to defend, because that's how good Klingberg was at passing. His skating was a problem, but that's why you have Nurse's skating. I mean, Nurse didn't even. Nurse in a position like that could play to his strengths.
I mean,
unfortunately, we have to find that defenseman. And when he says an Ekholm type defenseman, I'm not saying
I don't even think there's one in the market like that. I don't even think there's one in the market that I look and say that person's realistic to get. That's Ekholm's defenseman, right?
There's one thing that we haven't thought about though. We know some teams are going to be falling out of the playoff race now. Like 11 days till the deadline. I'm not saying trades are going to happen like right away, right? You never know. Like in 4 days or like 3 days, let's say a team loses 2 straight games and they're like, 4 points behind or 6 points behind. Then they're like, okay, you know what? Like, screw it. We're not going to go for the playoffs. We're going to sell. Then that might end up with them selling and whatnot. So I guess it depends. It's all a matter of circumstances. Because remember,
yeah. Like
Ekholm didn't fall into our laps till the end, and same with Wallman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No.
But I guess we'll see what happens. Like I think when it comes to defensemen, I like Nemec, even though there's probably no chance we get him. I do like Evangelista. That's really intriguing, but I think we may have to overpay for him. Still my top package to go for is Will Cuylle and Braden Schneider.
My top guy is Jared McCann, but that's not happening. So.
Jared McCann, yeah, that'd be something. But those two are who I would go for, and then maybe like another bottom six winger or center.
I mean,
I like Lazar.
If we're going for a third forward, I would just get McCarron just because he's like a good hitter. Just get McCarron at
Mike McCarron,
50% and just play him on the fourth line and just have him just create energy for you.
Yeah, him and Lazar.
Yeah.
Him, Lazar, and Frederick. Oh, Frederick, get rid of that contract.
He used to be balling in the summer.
Sorry, yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
That was a horrible contract. I don't know what.
No one should be fired for that move alone. Maybe.
Anyway,
we're going to go to that.
I think we'll start to wrap it up in a few minutes, but yeah, let's go into the coaching staff first and talk about like what the Oilers did with bringing back Paul Coffey. So as discussed, Paul Coffey, no one thought this was going to happen except for I think Bob Stauffer and Oilers fans.
Didn't think it was going to happen.
Oh, if you listen to the show, he kept hinting at it. I just took his hints to mean something. That's all.
Well, I think Stauffer didn't really know either. Stauffer didn't know it for a while.
I don't think. Yeah, that's true. I think anyone.
I think he had an idea about it,
mm-hmm.
but he didn't really know.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't fully know until, I guess it happened. But there were some talk about it, and now it's happened. So
I think there's a lot of like stuff that came out from like different media members that isn't true. Like that the coach staff was pissed off. I don't think that's entirely true.
That's crap. That's crap.
I think it's I think it's like the coach, like Knobloch and staff didn't want to do it, but they feel like they had to do it.
Yeah.
They feel like it was their best option, right?
It was because I mean, like this way, not all the blame falls on top of them. But I'm not saying Knobloch's a bad coach or anything, right? But I'm just saying like they thought they could work the defense without having a defensive coach like Paul Coffey, but obviously they couldn't. And they couldn't hire one, so they're like, okay, you know what? Bring back Paul then. Like that's their only choice.
I think it was a Knobloch could have vetoed it too. He could have 100% vetoed, but he didn't. So
he didn't.
He swallowed his pride. Yeah. You know what? As much as we give praise for Knobloch, most coaches will not change their system. You see veteran coaches that go for years that don't change their system.
Yeah.
And Knobloch has done it twice in 1 year. Even though I also don't like Knobloch, you have to give him praise where he's bringing in a guy that he swallowed his pride with Coffey, and he switched his system twice in the same year.
Yeah, no, I agree. We've never had a coach that's ever done that. So I have mad respect for Knobloch for doing that, and I have mad respect for
DeBoer. He's been coaching for a century and never changed his system once.
Yeah, never changed it once. And I have respect for Knobloch for doing that, changing his systems to what worked, and also bringing back someone that he knows worked with the team. So even though maybe him and Paul Coffey didn't get along on the best of terms, both of them, like he's just swallowing his pride. Yeah, he's just swallowing his pride, and he wants to win. So let's hope this move pays off. If it doesn't, well then we're gonna be you said it was gonna be insane this week. If this doesn't work, then it's gonna be insane in Edmonton.
I don't even if this Coffey doesn't work, I'm gonna keep playing bad. They have to fire their coach. I don't even know who they bring in. Like, who do they even bring in? Like, I don't even know. It'd probably just be DeBoer. It'd probably just be DeBoer, and he would just play head coach. But I don't know if DeBoer wants to come back if his right hand Steve Ott isn't with him. I don't know if he really wants to do that, right? So.
Which means he'll probably make a decision on where he wants to coach if he still wants to in the summer.
I think he's gonna coach next year, because
I like I would give DeBoer the job over him. He's coached with David twice now. Well, kind of.
I would give DeBoer a job for the rest of the year, but I would go for a completely new coach after. Don't go for DeBoer after.
Yeah, you wanted someone younger than him, right? Someone new, I guess.
Okay, I want like a new, like, I don't really like recycling veteran old coaches because a lot of times they don't work. There's very
We've
few
done that too
students
many
who do it.
times. We've done that too many times.
I would
And I
like to
think
go for maybe it's not his first head coaching job like in the NHL. Maybe he had an
David
opportunity,
Carl.
but it was like I'm talking about Todd Nelson specifically here, because he had an
Oh,
opportunity over 10 years ago and he's improved a lot since then. Problem with
Yeah.
recycling his veteran head coaches, they don't really learn from their previous job and what got them fired. They just do the same thing over.
David Carl, you spoke about earlier. That's someone that would be pretty good, I think.
Carl, Denisokov, and Nelson.
Yeah.
Look
One of
out
those,
there.
one of those three. But hey, you never know. Maybe Knobloch stays if we,
I mean, I didn't even know who Knobloch was
but
before he got hired. So
yeah, I knew who he was because I remember when the Oilers won the lottery. I watched the rest of the Erie Otters season, like
oh,
because McDavid was on it. And I knew from then I was like, okay, Chris Knobloch. I'm like the only reason he's probably a good coach just because McDavid's on it. But obviously he was good enough to make the NHL.
Knobloch he's just an average coach with really good systems, basically.
Yeah, he's got good
He's a
systems
systems guy. Yeah.
and a good roster. Well, I mean, good, elite players. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think in terms of podcast today, I think we'll end it off there. But I think we'll record again in maybe a couple of days, or maybe after like the Los Angeles game, because I guess we'll see if any moves materialize before then, or if they've lost both games, and now it's some
I
panic
could
time,
very
or if
easily
they've
see
won
that
both
happening.
games,
I
or
can,
if they've won
I
both
can
games.
see.
I don't know. I don't know.
I can see. I don't know what to expect on Wednesday.
I don't know either. I honestly.
Zero
what
idea.
team
I the Edmonton winning 5-0 or losing 5-0. There's no in between for me.
Yeah, I know. It's Edmonton. It's gonna be one or
Edmonton.
the other. We'll see what happens. So Wednesday Anaheim, maybe we see something happen tomorrow or Tuesday, or maybe Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see if Szymanski gets called up because I mean there won't be a
I
call
think
up
he
for
will
him unless
eventually.
I think he will eventually, but they have
I
to
don't
move
know
out money.
when.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, they do have to move out money. I mean, that's what like all the good teams are. All the good teams are cap strapped to make moves. They all have to move out money basically.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah. Zach, nice talking to you again today.
Yeah, you
We'll
too.
be uploading this on YouTube and we'll be putting this on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, from the Puck and Around podcast uh, X account, and also we'll be retweeting it. So just give a like or a retweet if you like it, and maybe subscribe or write a comment on YouTube. Thanks very much, Zach, for joining me, and we'll see you again in a couple of days. And thanks everybody for listening. Have a good night, and too bad Canada lost. All right, good night, guys.